The Giants and Dodgers are two of baseball's oldest franchises. These two teams make up one of the best rivalries in all of sport. And he hits one high to deep left field and deep. Hollingsworth is back at the wall. It is out of here, and this one is over. Tonight, the rivalry continues as San Francisco hopes for a win after 2 straight losses here in LA. Final game of the series next.
One more night here at Dodger Stadium as we get ready for Giants baseball. This is the final game of this 3-game series, Giants and Dodgers. Hi again, everybody. I'm Dwayne Kuiper. Alongside me is Mike Krukow. Well, big game. Look, the Giants have lost the first 2 games in this series, a blowout and then a 1-0 loss. So the Giants are going to hand the ball to Matt Moore. He does not have a win yet in a Giants uniform. So I would say that he is due.
Well, he is due, and he needs to find good mechanics coming into this game. As a Giant, he's yet to find a set of mechanics that allows him to use all of his weapons. It'll be very important tonight because he does not want to have a blow-up early. That would put pressure on the Giants' offense, and right now, after last night's 1-0 loss, they are not a confident offense. It's certainly not as confident as the Dodger offense is. So a couple things have to happen. Good mechanics for Moore and an early spark offensively for the Giants.
All right, hey, it's going to be fun. Let's hope the Giants get on the plane 2 games back in the West. Stay tuned. We'll take you to our CSN Bay Area studios for an update right after this.
Baseball on CSN Bay Area is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Taste the all-new Jack's Brewhouse Bacon Burger today at Jack in the Box. Limited time only at participating restaurants. And by Toyota. Toyota's Labor Day clearance event is here. For Labor Day only, get $2,500 total cash back on the redesigned 2016 Prius. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, back here at Dodger Stadium, where the Dodgers have taken the field, our game time weather is presented by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is now open every day. 72 degrees. You see the winds, humidity at 78%, and it is a hazy night. All right, the Giants lineup that'll be facing Ross Stripling, it'll go like this. It'll be Span, Denard Span, and you can see what he's done this month, followed by Pagan, Posey, and Pence. Crawford will hit 5th, and it's Nunez, Belt, and Panic, and Matt Moore will hit 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Dodgers will be the rookie right-hander Ross Stripling. Stripling, 26 years of age, 6'3", 210-pounder. This is what he has done this year. 11 starts, four appearances out of the bullpen. He's 3-4 with a 4.04 ERA. Got a high three-quarter release. He's right up on top with 4 pitches, a low 90s fastball. Fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. But if he gets that curveball working, he can be very, very tough. He proved that to the Giants back in April when he went 7 1/3 strong innings, gave up just 1 run, didn't walk anybody, didn't allow any hits in 7 1/3. That's how good he was, and it's because that big curveball was working that night. So lifetime, he is 0-0 with a 1.23 ERA. And this is what he uses: the fastball about half the time. The curveball is his #1 specialty pitch in the league, hit just a $157 off it. The changeup, that's good as well. I mean, he's a control guy, and if he's getting all 4 over, you got your hands full.
So here's Denard Span to lead things off. Giants lost on Tuesday 9-5, and then a tough one last night by a final of 1-0. So here we go. Giants trying to take a game in this 3-game series in front of another terrific crowd. First pitch of the ball game is on its way, and it's a called strike. So we get started at 7:11. Span 2 for 4 on Tuesday night. Got into the game yesterday and went 0 for 2, but did not start. Behind the plate is Sam Holbrook, then Jerry Davis, Rob Drake, Carlos Torres, Davis, the crew chief.
And the umpiring has been very good in this series. Tonight will be no exception. Sam Holbrook, a good umpire. He likes the high strike. You'll see some Belt high strikes. Good umpire.
1-2 to Span. 273 for the Giants leadoff hitter. He's got 8 home runs. He hit his 8th on Tuesday, and he's got 43 runs batted in. And this is rolled behind Billy Hayes. The Dodgers have won 4 straight. The Giants have lost 4 straight. Thus the swing now where the Dodgers have a 3-game lead. Giants are looking to get off to a good stretch. There's the 1-2. Lined into left center field, and it's right at Kendrick. So the atom balls continue.
Let's take a look at the Dodgers defensively tonight, starting in their outfield from left to right. It'll be Kendrick, Hernandez, and Seguin. It's the best arm in center field with Hernandez. Seager and Turner on the left side of the infield. Culberson and Gonzalez on the right side. Yasmani Grandal, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
So here's Pagan. Angel Pagan had a hitting streak that ended last night. He went 0 for 3. His last at bat was his last chance to extend it, and he drew a walk. The Giants needed a base runner. It was a 19-game hitting streak. There's a called strike. and the series. Pagan is 2 for 8. Right now, 1 ball and 1 strike with Buster Posey on deck. And this is a little flare to left, and it is going to fall. So Denard Span's trying to figure this one out.
Well, hit the ball hard, you're going to be out. Hit a bloop, you're going to get a hit. Right now, it's time for our Nissan keys to the game. And in regards to Matt Moore, he's got to find that curveball early. He did not have it his last start. His mechanics a little out of whack. So we'll watch that very closely. Number 2, offense, find a spark. He did not find it last night. Went down in a very difficult loss, losing 1-0. And offensively, it doesn't get any worse than that. So tonight they need an early spark, and that dead bird just thrown out to left field by Pagan. That's a good start. Those are our Nissan keys.
Buster has 3 hits in the series, 2 last night. And he's facing Stripling for the first time. He did not take any at bats in that game where Stripling was terrific in April back in San Francisco. The 1-0. Swinging a foul back, a good rip. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Good bounce on that swing. Stripling, as you mentioned, 6'3", but with the high 3/4 release, he really gets tilt with the fastball. And if he can locate the knees early in the game, I mean, that's one of his strengths. He'll also have a very acute angle on the curveball, just roll it off the table. 12-6 break on because of that high 3/4 release.
And that's off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Hunter Pence to follow. Just underway here at Dodger Stadium. Giants will be home tomorrow night. The Cubs will be here in Los Angeles to play these Dodgers. So Stripling at the belt. And Buster, it's a high fly ball to right. Drifting back is Seguin. And now he comes in and he makes the catch. 2 outs.
Talked about the April 8th appearance by Ross Stripling in San Francisco. I mean, he was fantastic. Giants just could not figure him out. 7 1/3 no-hit innings. And just all night long mixed his pitches beautifully. Even when he hung a breaking ball, Giants couldn't do a whole lot with it. No hits. He walked 4, one of which scored in the 8th inning when the Giants took the lead, and the Giants were going to win that game.
Here's Pence. Well, I mean, if you want to look at a positive spin, games started by Stripling against the Giants have won those games.
That's true. Even though they have 1 hit in 8 innings lifetime against them.
Pence with a swing and a miss. Maybe got a piece. It's 0-1.
And you see how he moved the ball around in the strike zone. And when he made mistakes in the middle, the Giants weren't doing a whole lot to him. Fastball is pretty straight because of that high 3/4 release. So he has to rely on getting his changeup and curveball and slider over. And he has to rely on corner command. Not going to blow you away with big time velocity. So he has to have location. If you don't have movement and velocity, location's your key.
Outside to Pence. Pence hit the ball well last night. He ended up with 2 hits, but all of his at bats were good at bats. And right now trying to extend the inning for Crawford. And he pops it up. This should be playable for either Gonzalez or Culberson. And Gonzalez makes the catch. Matt Moore coming out. Dodgers coming up. And here's a lineup that Matt Moore will be facing. It's very similar to the lineup on Tuesday against Bumgarner. Kike Hernandez will lead it off. Then it's Kendrick, who's got good numbers against Matt Moore, followed by Seager and then Justin Turner. And yep, he's hot right now. So is Gonzalez, then Grandal, Seguin, and then Charlie Culberson, the former Giant, 8th, and Strictly 9th.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the left-hander Matt Moore, 6'3", 210-pounder. He's 27 years of age, and he comes into his 26th start of the year with a record of 7-10 with a 4.18 ERA, 131 strikeouts in 57 innings, against 57 walks, I beg your pardon, in 153 innings. And when you take your at-bats against him, he's pretty much a three-pitch guy. You're going to see a fastball that goes low to mid-90s when he's right. It'll be more mids than lows. Big curveball, and that's his equalizer. And he also has a changeup that he'll throw at you. Lifetime against these Dodgers, 1-1 with a 5.73 ERA. The last time he faced them earlier this year, he went 6 2/3, allowed 4 hits, did not give up an earned run.
And Kike Hernandez takes a call strike. He started on Tuesday and went 2 for 4. And he bounces this breaking ball foul. He's 0 for 2 lifetime against Matt Moore.
Matt Moore in 23 innings as a Giant got 17 walks. So again, he's been a little out of whack mechanically. I think they have him fixed.
Got him on 3 pitches. 1 out.
Let's take a look at the defense playing behind Matt Moore for the Giants, starting in the outfield from left to right. It's going to be Pagan, Span, and Pence, best arm in right field. Crawford, Nunez on the left side of the infield. Panic and Belt on the right side. And Buster Posey, he'll be in the squad, putting down the signs.
Here's Kendrick, who's got a little bit of ownage. He's 6 for 14 against Matt Moore lifetime. He's got 1 extra base hit, and that was a double. Moore starts him off with a called strike. When he's got his stuff going, he likes to work quick. Get the ball back and throw it. Two balls and a strike.
When a guy's having mechanical problems, you watch what type of command he has out of the windup. And that's the first test he has to pass.
Out of play.
And then you watch him transition from the windup to the stretch. And you watch how he gets into that release point out of the stretch early if he can at all. So there's a lot of tests you have to pass early in a game to convince your pitching coach.
Hit into right center field for Span, and Span will track it down. Two outs for Corey Seager.
Shortstop, number 5,
Take a look at the pitch usage for Matt Moore. Likes the fastball a lot. He'll throw it most of the time. League hit 239 on it. And then the curveball is his best weapon. He'll throw that both to righties and lefties. And the changeup he'll use more against righties than lefties.
Seager takes a strike. So far, Sam Holbrook with a nice strike zone.
Solid umpire. Doesn't have big corners. They're fair.
Buster's still mad at him, but now they're close enough to iron that out.
Well, just because he called it a check swing a swing and cost him an at bat.
Yeah, and a big part of the game. 1-2.
Well, what do you think he'll forget about that?
Well, he'll forget about it with Matt Moore pitching. He won't forget about it when he gets in the box to hit. And that's fouled out of play. You like to talk about hitters who make a 2-strike adjustment. Here's one that doesn't.
Well, I mean, he's been something else his rookie campaign, and he is absolutely the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year in the National League. And why not? And the thing that he's been so impressive with is that he's gotten better every month.
Two and two.
Seager, a big guy, 6'4", and a lot of people here project that at some point in time he'll move out of the shortstop position over to third base. But they said the same thing about Cal Ripken. He was 6'5", and he stayed at shortstop his whole career. So you never know, but this kid is gifted. He has established himself very, very early on in his career. And he's the centerpiece in this Dodger lineup.
Gets jammed and bounces one to Panic. And a nice inning for Matt Moore. Crawford Nunez belt coming up. 0-0.
Pass the test.
SFN Bay Area is brought to you by AAA. Get a free road trip day pack with a AAA insurance quote. Go to AAA.com/road trip or a AAA branch for details. Restrictions apply.
A 0-0 ball game is Brandon Crawford will hit first. Crawford Nunez belt against Ross Stripling. Overshift is on for Crawford, who's hitting .270. And he takes low and away. 0 for 3 on Tuesday for Brandon Crawford. Took an 0 for 4 yesterday, but boy, for a second it looked like he was going to be the offensive hero. as he drove the ball into right field with 2 runners aboard late and only to be tracked down by Josh Reddick.
Yeah, 2-strike breaking ball from Joe Blanton. We really thought it was out of here. But hey, not to be. Get him tonight.
Down and in on a breaking ball, 1-2. Giants are 31-20 against the West, 6-6 against these Dodgers this year. And the 1-2 pitch. And he rolls it foul. He threw him the same pitch again.
So Stripling has established all of his pitches early on in this game. Fastball, he's throwing on both sides of the plate. He's got knee-high command, curveball, slider, changeup. That's what he has to do.
Crawford takes that pitch outside, 2-2.
For the most part, you take your bats, you're going to see a guy who's out of a 3/4 slot. And then they get lower, like Madison Bumgarner, low 3/4, all the way down to a sidearm like Javier Lopez.
Hit into right center field, and this is going to fall. Hernandez does a good job of getting to it, and Crawford's got a double. Well, season tickets are sold out for next year, but you can get on deck today for next season with a $500 per seat non-refundable deposit. Also, access to purchase all potential 2016 division home playoff games. 415-972-2298 or visit sfgiants.com/season. So here's Nunez. Nunez hitting .286, 13 home runs, 56 runs batted in. Get him in, get him over. Tap foul, and it's 0-1. And that was a get him over swing.
That's what you have to accomplish in this at bat. I mean, if this was the 4th or 5th inning, you'd be thinking strikeout if you're Stripling with a runner at second base and nobody out. But from Nunez's perspective, it's the same situation. You need to either get him over to third base with a productive out or get him in.
Well, look, that's not a bad idea. You just need a better pitch to do it. And that's the hardest pitch to try to bunt. And when it leaves his hand, it looks like it's the easiest pitch to bunt because it's at eye level.
Now Stripling's kind of got him at a disadvantage here. He hasn't shown him his breaking balls yet. He's got an 0-2 count.
And there it is.
Somewhat non-productive out, and it's going to be up to Brandon Belt to pick him up.
Well, Nunez, he did that to himself. He put himself in the hole. So here's Belt. Belt hitting .274. And he takes high, 1 ball and no strikes. Overshift is on. Turner, the lone defender, he's on the left side, and he has to stay fairly close to the bag at third with Crawford at second. Otherwise, he'd be at the shortstop position. 1-0 to Belt. 2-0 to Belt.
Belt's got a good eye, but he has been in a funk. 5 for his last 31, hitting $162 with 14 strikeouts. And that is why he is hitting 7th tonight. He has slid from the 3rd spot in the lineup down the lineup to the 7th spot. But these are opportunities here to climb back up the ladder.
Two balls and 1 strike. Joe Panic waiting in the wings. And this kid came with the proper attire.
He's had it on all day.
The pitch. And a little pop up to Turner. And here's Panic.
Now the Dodgers do not have to pitch to Joe Panic with Matt Moore, the pitcher, on deck.
Panic at 246, and now they're going to walk him intentionally. Matt Moore's got a couple of hits this year. He does not have an RBI, however.
But he's got a clue with the bat. I mean,
He does.
he is definitely a threat. Panic, be ready for the 3-0. You never know.
Yeah, we were talking about the ball that Crawford hit last night. This is it here.
Well, when we left the crack of the bat, we thought it definitely had a chance to get out of here, only to get a little short of the wall. Josh Reddick gathered it in, and the Giants fans' frustration continued.
So here's Matt Moore. By the way, he does have a lifetime hit off of Stripling. That's more than you could say about a lot of the guys in this lineup.
There's only one other guy in the Giants organization that could say that, and that's Angel Pagan, who got it tonight.
Oh, 0-2. Tapped. Stripling. Side retired. Giants waste a leadoff double. It remains 0-0.
straight talk. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Well, the Giants Insider Podcast is sponsored by Max Muscle Sports Nutrition, and it's live on csnbayarea.com. You can log on each week. It's Insider Alex Pavlovich will talk baseball, also available on iTunes.
And there's Alex Pavlovich.
It's a good dude. Hard worker.
Chris Haft walking behind Alex, probably with some yogurt.
Yeah, probably. He's good for 2 or 3 of those a game.
Tracy,
another good guy, hard worker.
See Tracy Ringlesby behind him.
Cowboy hat, Hall of Famer.
Saw a brief glimpse of Hank Schulman. Here's Turner. And a call strike. Turner red hot. Red hot, especially when it comes to extra bases and RBIs.
Well, good mistake hitter, and he's been getting some mistakes to hit. He's not missing them. You're belt high or above on him, he's going to wear you out right now.
And the 1-2. Tap foul.
That fastball just cut on its own.
Yeah.
That thing started out on the outside part of the plate and it came right across the plate in on him. Saw Buster Posey nod his head. He liked that.
Outside, 2-2. Gonzalez on deck.
Those are the pitch locations on the 24 home runs that Turner's hit. And you saw most of those are up. He's had a great year.
And that's a foul back.
And Dodger fans would tell you just about every one of those 24 meant something. They weren't home runs hit in a game that the Dodgers were up by 9 or down by 9. Magic Johnson.
Gonzalez on deck. And he fouls that one out of play. Look at this box, Mike, and you couldn't tell if he's a right-handed or left-handed hitter.
You're right. Inside, outside, up, down. He's covering it.
All right, here's the 3-2. Fouled out of play again. That one was up a little bit.
No, that was a changeup. And that's something he couldn't do in his previous starts with the Giants. Throw that changeup in a 3-2 count. And this is last night, the only mistake with the slider that Cueto made the entire night, and it got knocked out of the ballpark, and that was the difference in a 1-0 ball game. Turner got a mistake and jumped on it.
Fouled again.
Johnny Cueto last night was fantastic. I mean, he came out in the 7th inning for a pinch hitter. Otherwise, he'd have kept going. He really calmed the red-hot middle of the Dodger lineup down.
Tapped to Nunez. He better hurry. Got him. Nice play.
I think Giants fans are going to find out about Eduardo Nunez. He's legitimately a 5-tool guy. got a good glove. He's got a great arm. He showed it there. He's got some pop in his bat. He can hit for an average, and he can run. And here he calls on Old Faithful, unloads. And in the end, he got him by about 2.5 steps.
Gonzalez sitting at 301. He's got 15 home runs, 73 runs batted in. And he drives it into left center field. Span on the move, and Span runs it down in the alley. Nice play. And one of those plays where you wonder, how did he catch that without diving?
Well, how did he even get to it? I mean, they had him shaded towards the left center field gap, and they gave him the line. But even at that, Span's got to go a long way, and look at how low that he catches it, below the knee. Well, just a direct route and using every bit of that leather. And in Matt Moore's mind, that was in the sweet spot.
Moore just yelled out, "My favorite player." Here's Grandal. First pitch strike to Grandal.
Oh, another changeup. That's a pitch he did not have. And now he's throwing at first pitch. He's throwing at 3-2. Posey backs it up, calls another one. Last start for Moore, he literally was out there with one pitch that he could throw across the plate, and that was the fastball. And even at that, he only allowed 3 runs in 5 innings. It was a struggle. But the curveball, he just never got a feel of it in the strike zone. The changeup, forget it. They didn't call it. Didn't have it. But tonight, he's got all 3.
Nope, a little off the plate. It's 3-1. Grandal trying to yank when it's 3-2. You can't blame him. Count leverage.
I think that's just pretty much up and down the Dodger lineup.
Yep,
they all got some
right.
pop. And they get ahead in the count on you, 3-1, 2-0, 1-0. Then they're going to try and let out some shaft. They break out the driver.
So the 3-2 pitch is in the dirt, and that's the first walk.
And if you have to get in your stretch, doing it with 2 outs is the time to do it. But now he's faced with another test here, and that is, can he keep that good feel that he's got out of the windup and transition it into a good feel out of the stretch.
Second in. Went 1 for 4 on Tuesday, and the one hit was a home run. And he takes a strike, and it's 0-1.
The first pitch changeup. So the first pitch out of the stretch, an impressive one.
Swing. I'm gonna miss. Nothing in 2.
Matt Moore does not have a lot of windup out of the stretch. I mean, it's a slide step, very quick, very much like Kirk Reeder. Not expecting Grandal, the runner at first base, to steal, but any base stealer would have a hard time getting a good jump off it because of that quickness.
And a healthy rip. It stays at 0-2.
That time he lifted the leg up higher. And I think it's pretty standard for left-handers to have different leg lifts out of the stretch, different moves to first.
Grandal with hardly any lead at all. Hit on the ground. The short way side retired. Denard Span with a catch of the series as he tracks this one down off the bat of Adrian Gonzalez. And now for the Giants, they will have the top of the order coming up.
Area is brought to you by First 5 California. Talk, read, sing. It changes everything.
Well, Friday night. Oh, that's tomorrow night. The Braves will be in town, but on Saturday, that's the day we're talking about, the 27th. Giants are giving away Sergio Romo portable speakers to the first 20,000 fans, courtesy of Good Neighbor Pharmacy. So visit sfgiants.com/tickets. Here's Span. Span lined out to left field to open up the ball game. No score here in the third. And it's just a bit wide. 1 ball and no strikes. Pagan and then Posey. A bunt, foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. No overshift. Everybody pretty much straight away off the line. A little at third is Turner. And the 1-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Mentioned the Cubs are coming in for 3. Cubs had a day off today here in the great city of Los Angeles. 2-1 pitch. There's a strike. 2-2.
That's the one that you see it out of his hand and you think it's high, but because of the acute angle on the break, you kind of have to stay. You have to stay with it, especially with Sam Holbrook, who, like his predecessors in this series behind the plate, Carlos Torres and Rob Drake, they'll call the high strike.
So Span spins on this one and it pulls it foul. Nice lady down the right field line did a nice job. Didn't stay in her glove very long.
She's got to work on a better guy to give it to, though. I think she's trying to give it to that kid in the background. Oh, well.
Span rolls this one to Culberson.
All right, time now for our Geico quote. This one comes from the skipper, Bruce Bochy, on how things are going for the Giants. He says, well, we've been getting well-pitched games, and the offense has had a hard time. Times we do score runs, the pitching's not there. Thanks for noticing me.
And that is not the first time he's used that quote in the history of him being a manager with the Padres and Giants. Here's Pagan, who blooped a single to left in the first. And he takes a strike. Buster Posey to follow. Oh, and 2.
Breaking ball. We watched Kenta Maeda in the first game of this series throw a lot of first pitch, slow curveballs that the Giants never swung at. And it was his way of taking strike one, and he did it a lot that night. And Stripling's doing the same thing.
Posey to follow. Top of the third inning. A problem.
They're working on it.
1 and 2. 2 and 2.
4 pitches, 4 breaking balls, 3 curveballs.
Pagan got in. Now he's out of the box. And he hooks this one foul.
Whoa. Great stop. She's got to work her who she's flipping it to, and then she'll have the whole thing down. One of the best plays of the year. All right, I got this one. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Good play. That a bit. Oh, 2 to a 3-2.
Pitch number 48. And it's a 3-2 pitch at that. Foul back, so we'll do it again.
Challenges with a fastball. It's been to the outside part of the plate, both the righties and lefties. He hasn't gone to the inside corner with the fastball, and that is something the Giants will take notice of.
Pence after Posey.
Stripling really slowing it down.
Foul again.
What has been established with Stripling so far in the eyes of the Giants is that he's going to throw those breaking balls. You're going to see breaking balls. There hasn't been any hitter that he's throwing 4 or 5 fastballs in a row to.
Rich Hill did the same thing.
Maeda in game 1 did the same thing.
On the ground to second. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2. 2 2.
I don't understand the pace. I've seen guys slow things down when you have a runner on, perhaps. But with nobody on. And I'm looking too at Grandal, the catcher. I mean, he's putting the signs down. It's not like he's holding a dead fist there, wanting to have that pitcher slow down. This is all stripling.
And a rocket to left field for a base hit.
And he was looking for that curveball.
And that'll bring up Pence. Hunter Pence popped out in the first inning. Second time around for these Giants hitters. And a one hopper, and Buster Posey started to go, but he wisely put on the brakes.
Anticipate a ball in the dirt as you take your secondary lead. When it hops up high, be in position to take it. He had a step and a half before he backed off, but he was ready.
That outside corner at the knees. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Little 1-0 slider.
Out of play. So it's 1-2. Outfield straightaway, deep as you would expect with Pence. Infield straightaway with Gonzalez holding on Posey. And that's just a bit high. 2-2.
Stripling walked off the mound. He wanted it. They asked Jerry Davis, the crew chief, at first base. He said no swing.
And the 2-2. Pence, a high chopper to Turner, and that'll end the inning. So 3 ground balls. Giants strand 1. It remains 0-0.
We'll see how the Dodgers adjust to him second time through.
Here's Kike Hernandez,
who likes the fastball.
struck out in the first inning. And a strike. So he got a fastball, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, Moore likes the fastball. I mean, 65% of the time he's going to throw that fastball. So it's not like it's a fastball he feels he has to nibble with.
Punches it right out to Span, and that'll end the inning. And for the Giants, Crawford's going to lead things off.
For their anniversary bash, a free day of live music, great beer, and food. Go to 21stamendment.com for more information.
It's a 0-0 ball game through 3. So Crawford will hit first. He opened up the second inning with a double, and that's where he was left standing. Swing and a miss. No balls and 1 strike. Overshift now is on. Fastball high. Nunez on deck. Turner, the lone defender, on the left side. And the 1-1 to Crawford. Crawford flips it into right field, and he's got another hit.
Had a leadoff base hit.
Well, the big story around here is this is Vin Scully's last year. And we had a chance to visit with Vin before the game. Had a chance to take a couple of photos with him. We're going to go with the story that he wanted to take a picture with us.
Well, yeah,
even though it was in his booth.
67 years behind the microphone. Hall of Famer times 10.
Out of play. It's 0-1.
And the other thing about Scully, I mean, he likes to laugh. Great sense of humor. And there he's telling us about how when he was a kid, he came to root for the Giants. 1936, Giants were getting beat in the World Series by the Yankees. He walked by a Chinese laundry that had the line score of that particular day. The Yankees had beaten the Giants by a score, I think it was 18-2 or something. It was way lopsided. He says, you know what? I like the Giants.
He said he felt sorry for him.
Felt sorry for him, started rooting for him. He lived 9 blocks away from the Polo Grounds.
Nunez chases a pitch that was in on his hands. It's 0-2.
Scully said he loved the Giants because of Mel Ott, the home run hitter, right fielder, and because Mel Ott was left-handed and Scully's left-handed.
Oh, 2 to Nunez. Pitch out, nothing going on.
Well, it did feel like you're having an audience with the king.
I just kind of moved John out of there, didn't I? Sorry, John. Stripling had it, dropped it, and he gets the out.
Barely. But it was a productive out as it moved up Crawford into scoring position. But Stripling, I'm sure, a little disappointed as he wanted a little bit more. As hard as this was hit, he thought he had a chance to get 2, and indeed he did. Sloppy exchange, you got to take the one you can get. And Eduardo Nunez is not going to give you a lot of time down that first base line. He can run. And he almost beat that out.
Well, both hitter and pitcher disappointed.
The ball gets by Stripling. It's a base hit. Nobody out first and third. So from Stripling's perspective, he did get 1 out.
Here's Belt. Belt's due to come up with a big hit. No balls and 1 strike. Belt had a big hit on Tuesday that knocked in a run. He went 1 for 4. 0 for 3, and there's a base hit, and here comes Crawford. The throw home is going to be late, and Belt comes through, and it's 1-0 Giants.
So the Giants fans, a little something to cheer about here the last couple of days. And for Brandon Belt, an opportunity to cash in, which he does, and try and get back up the lineup in that third hole. A little bit of jam shot and a high hanging breaking ball, but they vacated the left side. He finds that hole, and an easy score for Brandon Crawford.
So Belt aboard, RBI number 63 for Brandon Belt. Joe Panik walked intentionally in the second. So this will be his first chance to swing the bat, and he comes up with a check swing foul
on a first pitch changeup. So it's been pretty much off speed a lot tonight on the first pitch from Stripling. It hasn't always been a curveball or slider or changeup. It's been all 3. He's mixed it up well. But he has stayed away from fastball challenge early on, especially on the first pitch.
Matt Moore's on deck. in tight. 2 balls and 1 strike.
It's almost like Stripling wants to tease you with the fastball, not throwing it in an area that really can hurt him. When he comes in the strike zone, it's with something soft.
The 2-1 to Joe Panic. Panic hits a high drive to right. Seguin is back. It is out of here. And Joe Panic with his 8th home run of the year, and it's 3-0 Giants. Look at Joe.
Let's take a look at the mistake, the location. He misses up. It looked like another changeup. And that was the first pitch he started out the at-bat. This time, Panic stays back and unloads.
Matt Moore lifts one out to Kendrick. And that's out number 2.
Connor Gillespie coming over saying, yeah, that felt good.
I like Connor Gillespie more every day.
Oh, he's just an old soul in the dugout. I mean, he is a throwback, old school ball player.
Here's Span. Span is at the plate now with 2 outs. And he's going to take a strike. Span lined out to left and bounced out to second. Oh, I like that guy too, by the way. Just that Connor Gillespie just made me laugh.
Yeah, he made us laugh.
Down the left field line with something on it. Is it fair or foul? It's foul.
Well, I thought it was foul by a lot until I was watching Span get out of the box, and he's going to get a pretty good look. And he took out of the box like he thought it was going to be fair.
So Span behind 0-2. And the 0-2 to Denard Span. 1-2. Two and 2. Remember, Span hit a home run on Tuesday. He hit it off of Kenley Jansen for his 8th of the year. Span, Pagan, and Penick now all have 8, along with Hunter Pence. And Span out swinging as it came in on his hands, and that'll end the inning. So the Giants score 3 times. Belt with a base hit, and then Joe Panic hits his 8th of the year, and it's bye-bye baby. 3-0 Giants. July 2nd, 2000, Marvin Bernard with a walk-off off of Mike Fetters of the Dodgers. Giants won that game 6-5. It was Marvin's only career walk-off home run. Marvin here tonight working with Erwin Higueras on Spanish radio. And there's Marvin. They built a special booth for Marvin in honor of that walk-off.
As well they should.
And so here's Kendrick. Kendrick takes a strike. So they're right below us. We could actually send messages down to Marvin. There's Marvin. One and two.
Changeup's been a good pitch for him. It's nice to have your three weapons. It's the first time really since he's been a Giant that he's had the three.
Got him. And Sam Holbrook said, "No, Buster, you don't have to throw." Fourth strikeout. Here's Seager.
First 20 starts of the year for Matt Moore. He only had one. Well, he had 16 starts where he had 2 or less walks. He had 3 where he had 3 walks. He had 1, he had 4 walks. Well, the last 5 starts, he's had 2 with 3 walks, 1 with 4, 1 with 5, 1 with 6 walks. So his mechanics were eroding, and Righetti really put some work in between starts here to get him back on.
Hit on the ground to Panic, who's got it on the backhand. My partner likes to say that's a gift.
One pitch out. Thank you very much.
Here's Turner.
Justin Turner.
Turner rolled out to Nunez. He's 0 for 1. Posey, I think, wanted it. 1 ball and no strikes.
Sam Holbrook does not have big corners, but they're fair and they're very consistent.
Bang, bang. 1 and 2.
Nice location, that 1-1 pitch. I mean, you get the feeling watching him hit that, he doesn't set on his speed so much as he looks up. Some guys will look pitch. Some guys will look speed. Some guys will sit on a fastball until they get the 2-strike every at bat. With them, it's not a matter of what they're looking for. It's just a matter of where they're looking for the fastball. Are they looking in with it? Are they looking away with it? These are things you learn about the hitter. Pitch against him enough. And up here, I mean, you play against your opponent a lot.
Hunter Pence will reach up and make the catch. Giants playing Turner perfectly in the outfield. 3-0 Giants.
Acura Grand Slam giveaway on CSN, and tonight Carmen Wong, you will win an Acura MDX if a Giants player hits a Grand Slam this inning. So go to Acura NorCalDealers.com for more information on how to enter.
So Angel Pagan will lead things off. Pagan 1 for 2. Got a base hit in the first inning to start a new streak. And at third is Turner. And a bell tie strike.
Got to have a little word with Holbrook. He thought that last pitch was up. How would you like to be the guy that has to clean Turner's jersey every night, get the pine tar off his uniform every night?
Assign the new kid in the clubhouse. That's his job.
I mean, what takes out pine tar?
Bleach. And a strike. 2-2. If you had that uniform on in the minor leagues, that would be there all year.
All year.
You just have to make it look like it's a hyphen. Two to Pagan. Pagan making Billy Hayes maybe move a little bit. You don't want Billy to have to move a lot.
Well, I think this is eventually going to find its way to a kid.
I hope so.
Well, I say this about the ball girl down the right field line tonight. She will stop it.
She can pick it. So it's 3-2. Her choice, however, of getting rid of the balls needs to be worked on a little bit.
Who she's given the souvenirs to.
Like that guy right there got a ball.
Yeah, can you
that
believe
guy
that?
should not get a ball.
No.
Unless that's her dad, then maybe.
Yeah, relative would be the only exception.
Sharply on the ground, and Culberson will knock it down, and Pagan's retired. And here's Buster Posey.
Catcher Buster Posey.
Buster kind of gets the Pete Rose treatment in this part. They only boo him because he's good.
Well, that's what Pete Rose used to say. They don't boo you unless you're good. The more they boo you, the better you are. Especially when you go on the road to your rival's ballpark. The only time you should ever get cheered is when you announce you're retiring.
Very true. Foul back.
And he will someday. Grant Dayton started to get heated up. One of 3 lefties in that Dodger bullpen.
Posey, center field. Kiki Hernandez on the move, and it's off the wall. And Buster Posey's got a double.
Jock Peterson is playing center field. That's an out.
That's an OUT.
Kike Hernandez, who's a utility player and more of an infielder than an outfielder, and he plays deep, but he never really gets comfortable under this fly ball. It's got carry. I think Buster's a little surprised it didn't go over the wall. But you can see how turned around Hernandez gets. And it winds up being a 2-base mistake with 1 out. But Jock Peterson, the everyday center fielder, he eats that for lunch.
Actually did hit the tip of his glove. So here's Pence. Pence has popped out and he's hit a high chopper to third. Outside corner.
Very rare that you see Hunter Pence have any dialogue with an umpire.
On the ground, and Culberson will make the play. Posey goes to third, and we'll see if Stripling will go after Crawford, who's 2 for 2, or Nunez.
Well, they had Dayton, the left-hander, up for this at bat right here.
Remember, he was up yesterday when Crawford came up with Blanton on the mound, and he became a statue in the bullpen.
And I think the message here from Rick Honeycutt, the pitching coach for the Dodgers, is look, you got 2 bases here. You do not have to give in to this guy. So every pitch you throw, make it an 0-2 pitch. And if you walk him, so what? You got a right-hander on deck, and the skipper's going to let you pitch to him. So don't make a mistake in the heart of the strike zone here to Crawford. And if you're Crawford, you're going to look off speed, and you're going to look one side of the plate. You can't expect to get a challenge fastball.
What if Stripling said, well, I'd just like to walk him?
Then they'd walk him. But he's a rook, and he would never say that. I mean, maybe if he had an ERA in the 2s, but he had an ERA in the 4s. So you do a lot of listening when you have an ERA in the 4s.
So that pitch not close. So, and look, if you're Stripling and they told you not to throw this guy a strike, you just don't even throw anything close.
And Crawford just sit on soft. Look for something off speed, middle in. And that's another consideration with the big overhead curveball he's got. You got to run at third base. Pressure's on Yasmani Grandal. They just may walk him right here with the 2-0 count. No, he's getting back down in the squat. Crawford was challenged last night by Dave Roberts with Joe Blanton left out there.
Crawford high into right center field. And it's going to be Hernandez who makes the catch. Bottom of the 5th coming up.
Hitting 8 doubles in the game. All right, see if you remember. Of course, Richard Williams, Marvin Bernard, Felipe Crespo, Jeff Kent, Ramon Martinez, Billy Miller had 2, and J.T. Snow had the 8th one. It was the 3rd time in 2000 the Giants would hit 8 doubles in the game after not doing it since 1944. Earlier this year, the Giants had 8 doubles, and they did it against the Rockies on May 29th, and that's our McDonald's True Stories.
And Gonzalez, bluffing like he might bunt, takes a pitch inside for a ball. It'll be Gonzalez, Grandal, and Seguin. Bouncing ball. Panic from the outfield grass. And here's Grandal.
You know, when you're out of whack mechanically, I mean, you lose the magic 3, and that is velocity, location, and movement. You don't get any of it. And tonight, Matt Moore has entered this ball game with the best mechanics that we've seen since he's put on a Giants uniform, because not only does he have the curveball and the changeup working, he's got location, movement, and velocity with the fastball.
Grandal gets jammed. Nunez to Belt. A gift.
And tonight, I mean, the Giants fans are seeing why the Giants would give up a player like Matt Duffy to get Matt Moore here. He's 27 years old. And he has absolutely had his best rhythm as a Giant tonight.
By the way, I'll find it here as we wait on Seguin. Today for Tampa Bay, Matt Duffy went 5 for 5 with 4 home runs. Just kidding. You know what? He could be watching. Matt Duffy went 2 for 5 today, and we wish him nothing but the best. He's really a terrific person. And we would like him to go 5 for 5 all the time. He's that good a guy. 2 balls and 1 strike. On the ground towards the hole. Crawford on the backhand to Belt. Not a problem. And that's going to end the inning. It's one of those where you're glad Nunez didn't catch it, as it just goes underneath his glove. And then Crawford with that great arm.
Now for our forward right choice, and you're going to see a big league shortstop in a Gold Glove play very quickly gets that back foot. And what's beautiful about this play, as deep as it was, watch him drop the back foot, the exchange, and there's no shuffle step. And that's as quick as an unload time as you can have as a shortstop. And even a runner with speed is no match for the great arm of Crawford and the quick exchange. And that is our forward right choice.
It may be that Nunez could have even touched that ball. New pitcher when it's time for a change. Think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your oil change tune-up and brake experts.
So Grant Dayton, the new pitcher for the Dodgers, 10th time that he has come in. 15 strikeouts against a couple of walks in 12 innings. He's only given up 6 hits. And low 90s fastball, curveball, and a slider.
And it's Nunez standing in. And Nunez takes a pitch down low. Nunez is 0 for 2 against Stripling. And this little pop-up is going to be out of play. Jock Peterson comes into the game on the double switch. So he'll hit 9th. He's in center. Kike Hernandez moves from center to right. So Seguin is out of the game. One ball and 1 strike to Eduardo Nunez. Belt on deck. And the pitch is high, 2-1. Breaking ball and a good one, 2-2.
First time he's ever seen this, so there's your education. Just be glad it came in a 2nd strike and not a 3rd strike.
Foul out of play. He ran that pitch in on Nunez.
Yeah, that's a good plant job with the fastball in on the hands.
This very well could be playable for Grandal as he comes back, but it's going to be 3 rows back. Nunez in a battle, trying to get on to lead off this 6th inning. Giants have had their leadoff hitter on twice in this game. They've had at least a base runner on in every inning. And it's a full count. Three and 2. Hit into center field. Jock Peterson settles underneath it, and he makes the catch.
Well, Margaritaville is going to come to AT&T Park. That's this Saturday. And the special event will include access to the Margaritaville pregame party, a Giants Parrothead bobblehead, and a ticket to see the Giants take on the Braves. Go to sfgiants.com/special events for more info.
And we will be going to that party.
Absolutely.
No, can't lie. We won't be there.
We'll be looking for our lost shaker assault. I'll tell you that much.
Absolutely true. Here's Belt. Belt with a swing and a miss.
Dodgers got Grant Dayton from the Marlins last year in July. He started out the season this year in Double-A ball and kind of climbed the ladder. See why they like him. He's got good stuff.
Overshift is on for Belt. And it's now 0-2.
Dayton out of Auburn University. The home of Tim Hudson.
I miss that guy.
Yeah, he was a good Giant. He was a good Brave and a good A. He was just good.
Belt trying to get hot. RBI single in the fourth. Got him.
Challenge fastball at 93 above the hands. Big swing of the bat tonight with Joe Panik. 1-run lead, and he unloads on a high changeup, mistake to location from Stripling, and spanks it into the pavilion in right field for home run number 8.
So here's Joe Panik.
Dayton with a curveball and a slider likes to throw a lot of fastballs to lefties.
We'll see who gets off the number 8 first. Span, Pagan, Pence, or Panik. Could be Pick. Joe could do it right here. 1 ball and no strikes. Two and 0.
Giants for the longest time were waiting for Hunter Pence and Joe Panik to get their swings. They got him back.
Two balls and a strike. Panik got the challenge from Dayton.
Bam Muellen's on the left, Bruce Bochy on the right, talking it over. There's Steve Decker, the other part of the two-headed hitting instructor in the Giants dugout.
2-2.
So 4 pitches, 3 fastballs.
Tom Hanks is here.
Big baseball fan.
2-2. And now a full count.
If you're hitting left-handed, you see a guy coming out of the bullpen left-handed, you're thinking you see breaking balls.
Absolutely. Mary Hart. So Panik will take the walk. And that'll at least eliminate Matt Moore from leading off the 7th inning, unless, of course, something weird happens with Joe Panik at first.
Yeah, I don't think the Giants know a lot about Dayton's pickoff move.
Turner's going to kick it around, and everybody's safe.
Now, if he had it to do over, I think he would go to the glove and make the exchange. He knew he was going to have time. Matt Moore going down the line, not a blazer, and it had some spinach on it. And when it has spin, it's not an easy play to make barehanded. It just pops right out of the grip. So an error has been given on the play. First error in the game tonight. For Turner, that is just his 5th error of the year. And again, he had time to go to the glove and make the exchange.
So here's Span. And it's high. For someone watching baseball for the first time, they might want you to explain how there was spinach on that ball.
Well, Not real spinach, but spinach.
Is that spelt the same or close? Or
Yeah.
there's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. A hit here would hurt. The 1-1 to Span. 1-2.
Threw that ball right by him. All right, time now for a Togo's big play the Togo's way, and this is the big play of the night. And Bernard Span had to come a long way to take one away from Adrian Gonzalez, and it would have been for extra bases. And we didn't think he had a chance to get to it, and he surprised everybody. That's our Togo's big play. And more right there at the dugout. He just came off the field. Say thank you.
Foul back, so Span stays alive. We see Panic at second and Moore at first. 2 outs. Nunez flied out to open the inning. Belt struck out. Panic a walk in the air by Turner. Pagan waiting on deck. And the 1-2. Here it is. Very close. 2-2.
A slider high. Panic is a little bit better than average speed. The best arm in the outfield. 4 best arms. We're rid of the best arms in right field with Kike Hernandez. Pretty good arm in center with Peterson. Average arm in left with Hendricks, or with Kendricks rather.
Nope. 3-2.
That changes everything now because the ball in the outfield gets through. 3-2 count, 2 outs. These runners are going to have a good jump.
Well, you figure Span's going to get a fastball. And he drives it to right field, a base hit. Here comes Panic. Moore's going to jog to third, and it's 4-0. And now the error by Turner really hurts.
Oh, what a great at bat, especially after that fastball got blown by Span in the 1-0 count early in the count. He had a 1-2 count, worked it full, and here's the payoff pitch. A challenge fastball, and he takes it right to right field. Span has been the hottest Giant the last week. And that's a backbreaker right there, as he does indeed make that air hurt. Gillespie right there. You got him again. Yeah.
Well, he's got Panic's attention. So here's Pagan, and Pagan takes high.
Old school.
Moore is at third. Span is at first. And a curveball for a strike. You see, after watching Rich Hill and Maeda and Stripling, we've seen a lot of curveballs for strikes in this series.
Yeah, good ones too. But with
a lot.
With Drayton, I mean, he's a little bit unusual that he throws more breaking balls to righties than lefties. And that is odd.
So now Pagan's got to fight. All happened after 2 outs and nobody on. A walk, an error, and a base hit. Two and two. Jesse Chavez getting loose. Most likely would be for Buster Posey if this inning goes on. 2 and 2. Dayton taking a lot of time. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And instead of a pitch, Span falls back into first. And the 2-2. Here it is. Foul out of play. We'll do it again. This is a sellout tonight, don't you think?
Yeah, I believe it is. I mean, just looking around the stadium, this is definitely the biggest crowd of this 3-game series.
Still a beautiful ballpark.
It really is.
Got him, and that'll end the inning. Giants pick up a run. They strand 2. Bottom of the 6th coming up.
SFN Bay Area is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota's Labor Day clearance event is here. For Labor Day only, get $2,500 total cash back on the redesigned 2016 Prius. Toyota, let's go places. And by Xfinity. X1 from Xfinity will change the way you experience TV.
It's a 4-0 lead for the Giants. And there you see Yorkis Hernandez. He is now into the game in right field. So with Hunter Pence due to hit second in the 7th inning, we're assuming that Hunter Pence has an issue. That's maybe right, maybe wrong, but you wouldn't think he would be coming out.
Well, it's definitely out of the norm, so there is concern in our broadcast booth, and we'll find out as to what the reason was and why he left the game as fast as we can.
Here's Culberson. And Culberson flips one into shallow right field, and Hernandez comes out of nowhere to make the catch.
Wow, that was almost a horrible collision. I remember Gorkis Hernandez has been playing center field all year long for Sacramento. And center fielders, they are the captains of the outfield. These guys haven't played a lot, and recognizing the other guy's voice is not always something that's a given. And through it all, you can see Hernandez screaming, and Span backs off, veers off, and they do get the out. That could have been bad.
So here's Peterson. Remember, Peterson came in on the double switch. And he takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Pitch-wise now for Matt Moore, 68.
Not an issue. It's way under the norm.
1-2.
And he was trying to hit one over the pavilion in right field. And swinging that hard, not uncommon for Peterson. He's got 18 home runs. I mean, he tries to do that every at bat.
No, I don't think anybody discourages him from it either.
No.
What a rip. Got him.
Well, no argument's going to change it. Curveball, the first one he sees in the strike zone, sends him back packing. Strikeout number 5, right up there, and I think perhaps Peterson thought that was a bit high, but look, it's been a high strike zone tonight. It has been the whole series.
Here's Kike Hernandez. And the breaking ball is down low. There's always one guy in the dugout that'll agree with you. You just got to find that guy if you're the hitter.
Yeah. It's usually your roommate or your best friend.
And then there's a bunch of guys that you just don't want to ask, especially if you're a younger player. Popped him up. It'll be Crawford, and that'll end the inning. So a nice 1-2-3 inning for Matt Moore. Giants lead 4-0. matchup of Stripling, and Matt Moore, and Matt Moore's been perfect. He's allowed 1 walk. That's the only base runner for the Dodgers. Joe Panic, a home run. Belt also had an RBI single. And you see the line for Ross Stripling. New pitcher, the former A, Jesse Chavez, is now on the hill.
Take a look at what he has done with Toronto and the Dodgers this year. 2-2 with a 4.64 ERA. A strikeout an inning, 54 and 54 in a third, 13 walks. And you'll see low to mid 90s with a fastball, more lows than mids. Curveball, slider, changeup, 4 good pitches.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. Your oil change tune-up in brake experts as Buster Posey takes a strike. Buster 2 for 3 in this game. And he shoots this one to be caught by Culberson. So here's Hernandez. Hunter Pence had popped out and bounced out twice. Hernandez started last night. And the pitch is outside for a ball. And that pitch is outside for a ball. Hernandez went 1 for 2 in the game last night, where he started in center field. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
He had a nice season in Sacramento. Hit .302, had 8 home runs, 51 RBIs, 20 stolen bases. Opened some eyes in spring training. Took the assignment to Sacramento and just worked his tail off, and here he is.
Chavez with a very sneaky fastball.
He's the kind of guy that you like in your pen and really on your staff, because he can pitch anywhere for you in the pen, any role. He can pitch long, pitch short, he can close for you, and he can spot start.
Pokes at this one foul. Plus, he's got a number you just don't see a lot of guys wear.
Well, the last time I saw number 66, it got sent down to the minor leagues.
66 in Wisconsin's Ray Nitschke.
That's true.
Yasiel Puig here.
Yasiel Puig here. Got sent out.
Foul bat. And the big question around town is, will he be a September 1st call-up? Lots of opinions on that. He's tearing it up.
I watched Ray Nitschke in a golf tournament, a Pro-Am golf tournament, on the driving range, take a swing, miss the ball, and hit a divot about 40 yards.
Well, plus, his size now, he would be a free safety. He was tough, man. Plus, he's like the first bald guys I ever saw play professional sports.
Him and Wahey Tittle.
That was great.
But Nitschke was awesome on the driving range.
Got him. So Hernandez out swinging. Bringing Crawford to the place.
And he was awesome in Lambeau Field as well.
Well, plus he had the dark frame glasses, the Harry Carey glasses. We didn't see him.
He didn't look like the baddest guy in the league.
Did not. Anyway, number 66. There are many 66s that you can remember. Crawford, number 35. And the pitch is down low. Now, I don't know if kids follow baseball players' numbers like we used to.
No.
We had them memorized.
They absolutely do. It was always going off in the backseat of our car. They'd start off with number 1 and they'd name a ball player that had that all the way to where they'd run out.
Yeah, all the way to the high 30s because there wasn't anybody after 40.
Well, now, I mean, they'd always wind up with Turk Wendell, number 99.
That's right. Well, 40s, look, you had obviously stretch, but certainly none in the 50s. The 1-1 to Crawford. Pretty close. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Good changeup.
Crawford is doubled, he's singled, and he's hit a fly ball to center field. Outside corner to even the count. Three and 2. Crawford with a healthy rip. He always takes a healthy rip. It stays at 3 and 2. 2 shortstops in this game that do not get cheated when they swing.
No. They do not.
Crawford, a little flare to left. Can Kendrick get there? He slides and makes the catch. And that'll end the inning. That's play by Kendrick. Matt Moore coming back out. Kendrick will lead things off. Is Kendrick's going to lead things off. And Kendrick takes high. Kendrick has hit a fly ball to center field. And then Matt Moore struck him out in the 4th. Outside 2-0. 1 base runner for the Dodgers. That was Yasmani Grandal, drew a walk with 2 outs in the 2nd. Swinging a roller foul on a 2-0 pitch, and it's 2-1. Seager on deck, and then Justin Turner.
Dodgers have had one base runner tonight, and that was a walk with 2 outs in the first to Yasmani Grandal, and that has been.
And the pitch, swing, and gonna miss. 2-2.
So it bears repeating, as good as he's been. You say it, I say it, we all say it. It's been impressive, and he's opened up this game with 3 good pitches. And more importantly, he's held up the whole game. Moore's last outing in San Francisco, he had a fastball, and that was it. He never could find a feel of the curveball, and never could trust the changeup. Tonight, he's had all 3.
2-2. Look out. Another play for our young lady down the right field line.
Yeah, she's been good.
Three and 2.
The other thing too, is the Dodgers have not had a leadoff runner on all night against them. So this next pitch is a significant pitch.
Tap slowly to Panic. Panic will make the play. I agree with you. That's a big pitch right there.
There have been a lot of ground balls hit too. Joe Panic today. If you go back and look at the balls that have been hit against Matt Moore, there haven't been many that have been squared up. And it gets back to the point when your mechanics are good, you're getting that little extra hop on the fastball. You're getting late movement, and that's what he's had tonight. And that also has been complemented with good velocity and good location.
He's retired Seager twice on ground balls to Panic. And it's in tight. 1 ball and no strikes. 82 pitches. Hit out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Right in on the hands. When he's had to throw a fastball to Seager tonight, he's been able to plant it in that inside corner.
Foul back.
So fastball, one inside corner, the other one outside corner. Seager turned around to ask Sam Holbrook, the plate umpire, if that last pitch was a strike. She's on a team around here somewhere.
One and two. Full count.
Another 3-2 count.
So back-to-back hitters, 3 and 2.
So new baseball, rub it up. Posey taking his time, putting down the sign, controlling the rhythm. Well, that has been a rally tonight for the Dodgers. Second base runner, both by way of the walk. And now Moore has to face Turner out of the stretch, and Turner's been red hot. And he will sit on a fastball early, and he likes the first pitch.
Turner in the fourth inning hit a line drive to right field that Hunter Pence tracked down. And Hernandez not playing in the same spot that Pence was. Down low, 1-0. You see Hernandez a bit more towards left center field. Hernandez more straight away than what Pence was. 2-0.
Not had that many situations tonight where he's been behind in the count. And he's had 2 3-2 counts in this inning, and now he's down the count 2-0.
And this is where you can't worry about the no-hitter. Or if you were concerned about a no-hitter, you wouldn't challenge the guy, but you got to.
You're thinking about it's 4-0, and I don't want to keep putting runners on for free.
That's right.
So a 2-0 count, I've got a challenge. I mean, if he hits out of the ballpark, you still have a 2-run lead. You just don't want to start walking people and setting up a rally for free. And he wins that 2-0 challenge with a 94-mile-an-hour heater.
And it's tapped behind Buster Posey.
And backs it up with a changeup.
So this inning now, he's starting to tack up some pitches for Matt Moore. Turner steps out. Moore will step off. Not a play. It stays 2-2.
And with a 4-0 lead, I mean, you're not overly concerned with Seager trying to steal a base over at first. Seager's not much of a base stealer anyway. He's got one on the year. And because of that, you'll see a higher leg kick, a more deliberate wind up out of the stretch. His concentration is to Turner. 93 pitches into this night.
Gonzalez waits on deck, and now Turner asks for time. And everybody's ready. It's 2-2. Got him.
Change up. Now Turner's going to claim it was high, but you can't really get on Holbrook because that was established in the first inning that his zone is a little higher than others. Let's take a look at the pitch sequence. Opens it up with a fastball, misses down and in. And in a 1-0 count, comes back in, misses down and in again. 2-0 challenge fastball, swings through it, backs it up with a changeup. And here in a 2-2 count, tries to go inside with a fastball. He fights it off, and there's the changeup that Turner did not like. That was a pitcher strike.
Here's Gonzalez, and Gonzalez On the ground to Nunez, and this is going to end the inning. Through 7. Matt Moore and the Giants leading the Dodgers 4-0.
Or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of San Francisco Baseball Associates, LLC.
Well, follow the Giants live with MLB.com @bat app. Stay up to the moment at any moment with game day, live game video highlights. Download MLB.com @bat. It's the #1 app for live baseball. You can do that. Fans a little happier tonight. It'll be Jesse Chavez back out to face Nunez, Belt, and then Panic here in the 8th. And Nunez on the first pitch hits a high towering fly ball to Kike Hernandez. 1 out. And that'll bring up Belt.
He had one of the big hits of the night when he broke a scoreless tie and had a 1-out single that knocked in Brandon Crawford. Giants trying to add on here. Matt Moore tonight has been spectacular.
Belt takes wide. Overshift is on for Belt, as we see almost now every time he comes to the plate. And he hooks it foul. In tight. 2 balls and a strike.
Just crowd that inside corner. That's nothing new. We see that almost nightly with Brandon Belt. You know, one thing about Matt Moore, who's been an American leaguer his whole career, is you come over to the National League and you're going to hit. And you have a concentration going about your pitching. All of a sudden, when you hit, that can break that concentration a little bit. It's definitely something you have to get used to. And all you're doing is pitching. You're thinking about that lineup you're about to face. But when you have to hit, it changes things.
Belt pops it out of play. It also might be a distraction.
It is. It's exactly what it is.
Well, fouls it back again.
And the point you make about a distraction in a good way.
Yeah.
Well, when you've gone this far into the game and all you've allowed is a couple of walks, yeah. But it is definitely something you have to get used to.
Belt shoots it on the ground, and it's Culberson who backhands it and throws him out. So that'll go 4-3.
Well, Giants coming home tonight. They're getting on a plane heading back to San Francisco, and they're going to open up a weekend 3-game series against the Braves. Tomorrow night you'll see that game at 7 p.m. on NBC Bay Area and the Giants television network. Saturday night will be a 6 p.m. first pitch on CSN Bay Area. Giants pregame live starts at 5:30, so you get all that plus pre and post coverage with Giants insider Alex Pavlovich. So check us out. The Giants coming back home.
Here's Joe Panik, a 2-run home run in the second. He's been on base 3 times.
Home run here on a changeup. Home run number 8. It was the first home run that he'd had since he hit one in Tampa against Matt Moore.
One and 2. Have we even addressed the A.J. Ellis trade?
No, we haven't talked about it.
Carlos Ruiz coming over from the Phillies. We're all perplexed a bit by that.
Dodgers making a trade with the Phillies. 2 catchers. A.J. Ellis, who's been with this team for 9 years and a caddy for Clayton Kershaw, his personal catcher, sent for a 37-year-old catcher, Carlos Ruiz. You know, he's a good player. He's going to back up Yasmani Grandal, but that man right there was upset when his good buddy walked out the door.
Panik rolls it foul.
And there is the trade. Phillies get Tommy Bergens and a player to be named later.
Three-two pitch to Panik. Panik lines this one at Peterson, and that'll do it. So Matt Moore will come out. The first hitter that he'll face will be Yasmani Grandal. After Giants postgame live right here on CSN Bay Area. You're going to get a reaction to this game. Alex Pavlovich, he's going to have a bunch of reports from Los Angeles and the latest on the possible Raiders move to Las Vegas. For 4-0 Giants. Couple of storylines going on as Yasmani Grandal is going to lead things off. Grandal has walked and he's bounced out to Nunez. And the pitch is down low. Pitch wise now for Matt Moore, you see 96. 114 is his high this year.
I think he's got 30 left in him.
Two and 0.
You know, the big thing about the pitch count, which is so deceiving, it all has to do with stress pitches. How many stress pitches has he had in this game? And he hasn't had that many.
So it's 3-0. A strike here would be good.
A strike here would be very good.
Utley's on deck. Moore's walked 2. And the walk. But Buster Posey for a second thought that was a strike.
Well, and so did Matt Moore.
So here's Utley.
Just a bit inside, perhaps a bit low for Sam Holbrook.
Utley started last night, went 0 for 4.
And now some activity in the Giants bullpen as Matt Moore is one pitch away from the century mark.
Utley takes high, 1-0. Mr. Posey's going to go out. And he's not going out very quick either.
Well, get his focus back to the glove. And I think what they're talking about right here is 1-0. He's throwing 5 straight balls here, most of them with fastballs. What do you want to throw? Utley was trying to run into that one, and he has no problem taking a hit by a pitch to keep the line moving. Sergio Romo, Will Smith start to get ready.
Out of play, 1-2.
So many times with breaking balls from left-handers over the years of Chase Utley. If you throw a breaking ball and you miss that inside corner, he'll drop that right knee right into it. So you throw a breaking ball, you think away here and down.
Above us.
No breaking ball there. That was 94.
Culberson is on deck. On the ground, foul.
So the 1-2 curveball, a good one.
You see 2 guys right now. Worried about a couple of things.
They're grinding. I mean, they obviously have to win this ball game, but the no-hitter is definitely something they're thinking about. Pitch count.
Foul that.
The one thing that has happened the last couple of innings is that Moore all of a sudden has had a lot of counts where he's been behind, and he's also started to elevate. Starting to raise up just a little bit with his fastball location. And those are things that a manager and a pitching coach are going to pay close attention to, because those are indications that he's starting to tire.
Utley with a good take, 2-2. Grandal walked. Utley, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Crawford panicked at double play depth. And Matt Moore, the high set in the pitch. Swinging a pop up, and that's going to reach the seats, and we'll do it again. Removed from the game, and we'll find out why. It's 2-2 to Utley. Utley alone may end up getting more out of the game.
He's definitely put a pretty good at bat on. That last one looked like a changeup, but it was up. David Getty talking it over with Mark Gardner. Next pitch in this at bat will be number 10. Another changeup, backed it up. Strikeout number 7. And this is something we haven't even seen in the previous 4 starts, where he's utilized this changeup this much. It certainly hasn't backed it up. And here, a big changeup, and he gets the strikeout and a big out.
Here's Culberson. Culberson takes a strike.
And he's back down around the knees with the fastball in the inside corner. So now you've got 2 left-handers up. Javier Lopez joins Will Smith. No. So
there's just a small rotation going.
Musical relief pitchers right now.
If they had 3 mounds down there, the 3 guys would be going. On the ground, foul, so it's now 0-2.
I think Posey's thinking curveball here, but he also knows how tight that spin is right now. And there was that breaking ball.
There it was. It's still 0-2. One out, 1 on. 4-0 Giants. Pitch number 113 coming for Matt Moore. And it's tap foul again, so it stays at 0-2.
Hooked him again. Giants know Culberson. They had him. He came up through their system. He's a good fastball hitter.
Foul back again. That was a fastball.
Well, and that was a mistake. They want that thing above the letters. Posey setting a high target with the glove, and that dropped right down in the middle of the zone. See the high target. They want a high out of the strike zone fastball, so it kind of got away with one there.
See the grimace on Buster?
Yep.
So it's 0-2.
Fastball they set up on the outside corner. This has happened about 3 times tonight. Now Posey's thinking fastball outside corner. Watch this thing cut across the plate and miss inside. And I mean, that's big time movement. I mean, it's not predictable.
Tapped. 1. That's all they'll get, and that's what you need to get. Here's Peterson.
Now, if he's going to have a chance to get to the 9th inning, he needs a 1-pitch out.
He needs 1 or 2 or 3, that's for sure.
It's got to be a quick out.
Peterson struck out looking in the 6th. Was really not pleased with the call.
This is going to be the last hitter that he'll be allowed to face in this inning. If he gets the quick out with Peterson, they may let him go back out the 9th, despite the 116 pitches.
One ball and no strikes.
Just a little bit inside. It wasn't too high.
Somewhere, Juan Marichal and Gaylord Perry are watching. And they're going, what? What are you talking about?
118 pitches? That's piddly. Well, it was 40 years ago.
It's different. Line drive. Span coming in. Side retired. And we'll go to the 9th. And it's 4-0 Giants. Innings. I'll let you play Matt Moore. I'll be Bruce Bochy. How do you feel?
I'm fine. I haven't had many stress throws, Skip. Never felt this good in my life. In fact, I feel like I just started. I'm good.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. How about if I let you go hitter by hitter, but I may have to get you.
Not a problem. I'm good. Real good. In fact, I'm very good.
There we go.
All right, go get a hit then.
And he's going to lead off. New pitcher is Howell, J.P. Howell. When it's time for a change, think Speedy. Oil change and auto service. Your oil change tune-up and brake experts.
So the left-handed sinker baller coming out of the Dodgers pen, J.P. Howell, coming with his 53rd appearance on the year.
He may just be a statue here.
You're right. He may be just a pair of shoes.
He may be a pair of shoes, and he'll take a walk. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1 and 2. And the pitch. He's not going to swing.
He's not. J.P. Howell knows it too.
And Mr. Commissioner, this is not a good enough reason for the DH in the National League. We've had other examples, but not this one.
He does indeed go.
Hey, he's going for it.
How about that? Why not? Hey, if Rick Wise threw a no-hitter and hit 2 home runs, why don't I, attempt to at least hit 1? There have been 5 left-handed pitchers that have thrown a no-hitter in this ballpark.
So more strikes out.
Clayton Kershaw did it in 2014 against the Rockies. Kent Mercker did it with the Braves against the Dodgers. Fernando Valenzuela did it in 1990 against the Cardinals. Sandy Koufax did it 3 times. And Bo Belinsky did it when he was with the Los Angeles Angels, and they played here. This was their home field for a couple of years. And he did it against Baltimore.
You see opponents that have done it here at Dodger Stadium.
Mercker, the left-hander, and then 2 righties, Dennis Martinez and Jake Arrieta. Mark Gardner did it and lost.
He did.
He had 9 innings of no-hit baseball and went into the 10th inning in a tie ball game. There you see Fernando Valenzuela. He did it.
That maybe is one of my all-time Vince Scully calls. If you have a sombrero, throw it to the sky.
Yeah.
No balls and 1 strike. Span had a big hit in the 6th. He knocked in Panic, and that was the 4th run for the Giants. Pagan is on deck. We are in the 9th. Foul back. It's been Stripling, Dayton, Chavez, and now Howell. And Span held up. It's 1 and 2.
Nobody's going near him. Understandably.
Very high as it squirts off the top of Grandal's glove. 2 and 2.
Saw the pitch count at 119. The most that Matt Moore has ever thrown in a game is 120. And he's at 119. So we get back to that point though about stress throws. And that's what takes a lot out of your arm. And he really hasn't had many stress throws. No Dodger has reached second base tonight.
Span spoils a good pitch, and he stays alive.
As we talk about the mechanics that he's had tonight, they've allowed him to have a changeup and a curveball, something he didn't have in his last outing when he had none mechanics. His fastball has been good. He's spotted it outside, inside, up, down. He's had good life on it, good velocity, good location.
Tap slowly. Howell had to spin around, and he'll pick it up and throw, and Span's gone. And that'll bring up Pagan.
The fielder, number 16, Pagan.
This is not the time where you go over and say, hey, Matt, have you heard the one?
Yeah. No, you just let him
alone.
Alone in his own thoughts.
Not a big deal.
Although everybody's different. When Tim Lincecum went through it, I mean, he was talking to everybody. He went through it twice.
Pagan takes the pitch high. He's singled. He's bounced out twice, and he struck out looking.
Last Giants no-hitter was last year. Chris Heston did it against the Mets.
Outside, 2-0. Pagan swinging. And that'll end the inning. So Matt Moore is going to come out, and he'll be facing the top of the lineup for the Dodgers. The Dodgers have had 3 base runners. Grandal walked in the 2nd. Seager walked in the 7th, and Grandal walked again in the 8th. So that's it.
In the hole and makes a spectacular play, and Seguin is out.
Well, you see the no-hitters in San Francisco history, and the most recent ones, you start out with Jonathan Sanchez in 09, then Kane, Lincecum twice. Mike just mentioned Heston. This is the one in New York City with Heston on the mound.
Well, a night that was absolutely spectacular to do it at the Big Apple, rookie season. Got himself a cluster hug. 17 no-hitters all time, as you mentioned, 9 of them in San Francisco. And the Giants won in each of the last 4 seasons. So one of the big opponents right now is the pitch count. He's 1 pitch away from his career high, and he's going to face the top of this Dodger lineup.
Yeah, and they're going to work the count, or at least you think they would, because they need base runners.
They need base runners.
So here we go. Matt Moore hitching up his pants as he gets ready to throw to Kike Hernandez. And the first pitch is up high, 1 ball and no strikes.
With a changeup, pretty much they've stayed away from the fastball in this series from Hernandez. They've conceded he can hit the fastball.
And a strike.
Curveball has been his friend all night long.
Curveball and changeup.
It's completely different than what we saw in his last outing.
And it's now 1-2.
That thing too about pitch count, which just makes it irrelevant, is he's got some adrenaline flowing right now.
He does.
Line drive. Span coming over. Span dives, and he makes the catch. One down in the ninth. He did it again.
Second time tonight, the jump off the crack of the bat from Denard Span enables him to make a play he shouldn't make. And everybody in this Giants dugout reacting. And the guy on the hill, Matt Moore, just got energized again.
Here's Kendrick. Kendrick with a swing and a miss.
First pitch changeup. Beautiful play as he slides into it, right in the sweet spot. That's energy right there from Matt Moore.
And the pitch is high to Kendrick.
Tried to cut a fastball in. Shook out Buster twice to get to that pitch. Hasn't shaken Posey out that much tonight. Just missed. And Kendrick is a guy who will milk you. He's not afraid of 2 strikes.
Two and two.
Again, the payoff pitch, the same pitch he opened up the at bat with a changeup, and he swings through it a second time.
Three and two.
So he kind of gooses that changeup.
Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled at the plate. Give him a fastball.
Don't want to see here is a 10-pitch at bat.
No, absolutely. You're always better off walking than fastball.
Next pitch, 130.
Again, you think about what Moore's trying to do, and you think about you have to win the game. And that's what's churning in Bruce Bochy's stomach and Dave Righetti's. Yeah, I feel you, kid. Three-two pitch. Here it is. Swinging a bouncing ball to Nunez. He's got it. He throws. 2 down in the ninth.
And the payoff pitch, another changeup.
Seager is bounced out to panic twice, and then he drew a walk in the 7th. Down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
More digging deep.
And what do you got left in the tank, young man? 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike.
2 pitches, 2 curveballs, and I don't think you saw a curveball as good as that one since the 5th inning.
Little flare to right, and it's going to fall. So Seager dumps one into right, and that's going to do it for Matt Moore. And what a great performance from that young man here tonight at Dodger Stadium.
And that was not a pitch that he missed. It was a fastball in. It jammed Seager. And Bruce Bochy coming out to get him. And what a brilliant performance it was tonight for Matt Moore, who just won the hearts of every Giants fan in this country.
going to take a break. Giants lead 4-0. Santiago Casilla comes in.
Well, one out away for Matt Moore, and now he gives the ball to Santiago Casilla, who comes in for the 51st time. 28 saves on the year for Casilla. 58 strikeouts against 16 walks.
Turner on one pitch pops it up. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Panic, and that's the ball game. And the Giants, with a win that they needed so badly, come up with one here tonight at Dodger Stadium. How about that?
Well, I mean, no easy call for the Honda player of the game tonight. It's going to be Matt Moore, who in his last outing had control of nothing. No changeup, no curveball, no fastball. And tonight he shows up, and from the very first pitch of this game, he was spectacular with the command of everything. He passed every test early, and he took it all the way into the 9th inning with 2 outs when he made a fastball in a 1-1 count on the inside corner that he wanted to make. And Corey Seager fisted it out to right field, and it winds up being the only hit that he would give up tonight. A huge win, and really, welcome to San Francisco, Matt Moore. His first win as a Giant, and boy, did it come at a great time.
So Matt Moore with accepting his congratulations all the way around, as you would expect. The strikeouts he had in this game, they went like this. He got